We are here to play some Smash Brothers Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. We're going to make sure that everybody is up and running and things are sounding good. So I have been trying to optimize where I can go ahead and have folks in to chat during a stream. I've been using StreamYard in the past with OBS Studio. Now Streamlabs OBS allows it to work, so we're just checking to see if everything is going up. So let us see real quick. I am not seeing any videos live. Thomas Pitts, Poops, Ports, Potts, how you doing? So clearly you saw the notification that things are live. I am not seeing it live on my end yet. Loads. Haha! Everybody, Castlemania Ryan is in the house. So you guys are... Wow, I hate the fact that it puts it way down. Oh, the audio's working! All right. So we have Smash Brothers Ultimate here on the Switch. If you have not seen it yet, I'm going to post... first of all, if you want to come and hang out on the voice channel, you can do so. That is the link right there. And yes, Sean, I owe you a Super Chat reward. So we are going to see if everything is working right. Let us mute that guy for a second. And we will get you number 7. Fingers crossed.
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So now I did not hear any audio on that, but that's because of the way that I have things set up. So please let me know if that played through correctly. Everything looked fine on my end. Again, fingers crossed that things are coming through all right. I see Nintendo is here. Make sure you subscribe to him. No Rygar, no sub. I've played Rygar on the stream for you, man. Let's see. So I'm not even going to try. Me Too 557. I'll try that. How's that sound? What are my thoughts on the new Luigi leak for Mario 64? I think it kind of makes sense because we saw Luigi in Mario 64 for the DS. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that was in there. It played good on my end. Oh, awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm hoping someone pops into the chat here so I can actually hear. Maybe what I need to do... No, those are all set right. Okay. Well, I'm trying to do something that Streamlabs, StreamYards, OBS Studio was never designed to do. Let's just check one other thing, see if this works or not.
Groovy!
No, I am not hearing it on my end, so I will have to take your guys' word for it. The only concern that I have, perhaps, is whether or not the audio comes through if we have people come into StreamYards. Let me try one other thing. So I hope you all have had a great weekend here. Yeah, I just thinking that it's not going to play nice with me for that stuff, but hopefully, like I say, you guys, if someone wants to come into the studio and chat a little bit, I will again throw the link in the chat right there. You're mowing the lawn, so it might be In-N-Out. I am not a fan of In-N-Out burgers. So we are going to create Arena here. And if you want to grab your copy of Smash Bros, let me know too. Like I say, trying a completely different setup here. So let me know how it's looking, how it's sounding, if you're seeing a lot of lag, a lot of delay, anything along those lines. I am trying to keep up with the chat as well as possible. I do have the restream chat going, but I am not seeing anything come in restream. So if you are chatting on Twitch, because we are broadcasting to our Twitch channel along with to our YouTube channel, I am not seeing you, so I might have to pull that up here. Nintendo didn't have a great weekend here, but had a great weekend elsewhere. This is why people unsubscribe to you, man. This is exactly why. So again, the ID for the arena, it looks like JG2HD, and we will have you guys come on in. Above and beyond that, hope everybody is, just doing happy, doing healthy. Do you? Yeah, I am wondering why I am not getting the audio coming through, but again, at least everybody else is, and I tested on my phone earlier and it was coming through, so there you go. But if you want to join, come on in. We will send greetings all. I'm glad you're here. Password to the arena, Sean, is 8675309. I figured that'd be an easy one for everybody to remember. So Thomas, hope you are doing well too. Come on in, hang out. I mean, I'd like to have you on the stream. If you can show up on Bird of Prey 5's channel, you should feel good here too. So we did set this up just a few minutes ago, Sean and I. Is that the Smash Brothers logo you see? That is the Smash Brothers logo you see. We are trying to get some folks in to play some Smash Brothers here tonight. The room code is... there we go. So we'll drop Sean in because he has been itching to kick my rear end. There we go. So, and we'll let... Sean and I will fight a little bit here. We'll let you all, if you have a Switch, want to load up Smash Brothers, come on in. The water's fine. He's going to kick my ass. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, we'll at least start with these two. Thomas is working on random stuff on his computer. Now, the icon or the avatar I use is actually for the Famicom disk system called Discoon. Now, one game I have not had a chance to try, even though I have it, is Mario Art or Paper Mario. Yeah, 3% damage, dude. I wasn't kidding when I said I suck at this game. And I died. Well, I'll tell you, Pickles, that... oh, not Ryan Johnson. $10. Holy crap, my friend. As I die again, we will get you a Super Chat reward after this. Don't forget, you do go ahead and leave a Super Chat, or when you make a Super Chat or a donation to the channel, that pick a number 1 through 11. The menus are out there where you can, or in the more info section where you can check and see what the different Super Chats are that we have. This is, so like in Street Fighter and whatnot, I always thought that was not a hard game, but it was one of those where you kind of had to, really know your button combinations to be successful in it. And in Smash, it always felt like it's a button masher. And if you look in the chat before you guys got there, Pickles, if you want to come on in, I actually do have, I am doing this through StreamYard, so, or as you like to say, StreamYards. And so I've got the Streamlabs and StreamYards going, and I'm actually quite literal on that, where I did figure out how to export the audio. I am not running Voice Meter Banana right now. I am using the virtual cable. Crap, dude, you kicked my rear end. Not Ryan Johnson says, just dropping a like and some cash. Can't wait till you pass anti-tricker and rub it in his face. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I might do it, but I don't need to. And you might ask if I'm serious about that. And
surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I am serious. Let's see. J-Star's here. How you doing? Did I hear about the Giga Leak? I did. We were actually talking about that before you popped in. And again, we will throw the link out to the StreamYard. It's interesting to see all the stuff that basically got leaked out and everything. I think overall I'd be really concerned whoever leaked that they're going to get sued by Nintendo, but we'll see. All right. So I'm just wondering why I am not getting any audio out of my earpiece. So again, if you want to join the Smash little tournament we have here, we have the room ID is JG2HD. You can also search for Rock Solid, and the password is 8675309. I'm going to change my character because I normally play as Mario. I can't blame the player because I'm just terrible at this game. So I'll drop Discoon back in there. And again, if anyone else wants to come on in, please help. Because I need someone else that can beat up Sean for me because I suck. J-Star's excited for better ROM hacks. Yeah, you might see some of that. Listen, you big hairy ape. Wow! Finally. Interesting, though, too, that I'm actually getting a little bit of lag here on my Switch. Take that! Not Ryan Johnson. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you again. Oh, backhanded me. So yeah, we're excited, hoping we're about 70 or 80 away from what I saw earlier tonight from the 10,000K mark. So 10,000K, that's stupid, isn't it? Also looking forward Tuesday, I'm getting fiber internet installed, so I'm hoping that'll improve the stream quality as well. Oh, in the volcano he goes. I just realized that says Wii U right there. I don't know. I might have you on this one, Sean. Oh, crap. Had a chance today too. Oh, he got me there. I do not enjoy playing ROM hacks on emulators or EverDrives. I am a cartridge fanatic, so I do not. I don't like. Oh, crap. That's Mother Brain. I am. The only reason why I even have a Sega Genesis EverDrive is one of our Patreons, Jason, actually donated one to the channel almost 2 years ago now, I want to say. Oh, I thought I was where you were, Sean. Wow, holy buffering on the connection, Batman. I'm sorry about that. That's on my end. Dude. That sucked. Hey, John, how you doing? I'll pop you in the chat here in a second. Oh, right in the face. To the face. So, John, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear. Hey, I think I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I do. Okay, cool. And if I wouldn't have been able to hear you, it would have been totally on my end, so don't worry about it for you. Okay, cool. So I'm not... Oh, crap. Did I beat him? I beat him! So, although, no offense, we're going to just keep that full screen, man. Do I play ROM hacks on flash carts, J-Star? I do not. The only exceptions are the ones that my good friend John Riggs makes. Every once in a while, I pick up one of them that he's got at a convention. But that's about it. Good game, Sean. Again, we're going to back out of here. So how you been, John?
Good.
Good. Everything sounded good on your end. Let me ask, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I'm just waiting for the next payday.
What are you looking to pick something up?
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to build my own computer.
Ah, very cool. Well, then what you need to do, John, Pickles, are you still here? LDG Pixels, sorry, we call him Pickles as a joke. That's kind of his jam, is building custom PCs and whatnot, and doing a lot of tech support. If you need any question or if you need any help, he's definitely the guy to check out. I know I saw him in here a little bit earlier. Let me do this. Yeah, that was him from earlier on. And then I'm going to scroll up here too. If you guys are looking to join, I do also have the arena name and everything. It's rock solid. Password is 8675309. If you want to hop on in. And Sean, that was a good match there.
I'm so disappointed in HBO Max and NBC Peacock because...
So I haven't tried Max yet. Talk to me about that.
Max is good, but you can only use a computer for it. You can't stream it to a TV. Or maybe
really? So what about...
Maybe you could stream it to a TV if you had Stream Link with the Valve
I wonder
Stream
if you
Link.
had like a... So it doesn't work with an Android TV or a Roku or anything?
I think it works with Android and Apple TV.
Okay.
But I got Amazon Fire Stick.
Ah.
Doesn't work with that.
Darth Tavarius is here. How you doing, man?
Well,
yeah, no, I had
Stream Link with
make sure you've got headphones on, guys.
So it doesn't work with an Android TV or Roku or anything? I think it works with Android and Apple TV. Okay, but I got Amazon Fire Stick.
Okay, why am I hearing such a terrible echo now? Are you guys hearing that too or no?
Dark Devarius is here. How you doing, man?
It's Survivors.
I got stream late.
Hang on. Let's see if that's
Okay.
any better. No.
Doesn't work with an Android TV or Roku or anything. I think it
Where
works
is
with
that
Android Apple TV.
echo coming from?
Yeah, but I got
Okay.
Apple.
Plug.
Now, see if that's any better.
Hey.
I was getting a terrible echo there, which was throwing me off. So, Sean,
Oh,
you got
it's
me on that
my
gig for
fault.
that.
I had the Fire TV on.
Oh,
I
okay.
muted it.
So I just did sign up for Peacock yesterday, and I was buzzing around the library. Sean, I will get you again, I swear. And I mean, some of the content was good, but I thought they kept a lot of stuff behind a paywall. And then John, here I'm gonna throw Pickles. That's the guy, LDG Pixels. Go ahead and give him a follow, so that way if you need any help or anything, he's really good at tech support to help out with that. So,
How are you doing at Smash tonight?
I am sucking, but it's one of those that. So I've been trying to get this working for a while, and I keep playing around with different options. I guess Sean's, like I say, changing some stuff there. So the way I had been doing it before was I was exporting everything out of OBS Studio into Streamlabs to do, or StreamYard to do this. And I had to use a program called Virtual or Voice Meter Banana, and I was just getting lots of issues with that. And I did some more research tonight too, and there's actually a way, oh thank God there's a landing down there, that I could basically use a virtual cable as an option, but not have to launch the full Voice Meter Banana software, because that was just turning into a huge resource hog. So hopefully everything is coming through better than it had been. Like we tried about 3 weeks ago, I want to say, and it was craptastic.
So, what's your favorite Jurassic Park movie, Gary? The first one?
I do really love the first one. The second one was just okay. The third one, The World, I thought was terrible. The newer ones, I don't hate like everybody else does. I think they're okay for what they are. But the first one, I think, was just... I mean, my mom wasn't into sci-fi movies, and even that was one of them where she couldn't wait for that to come out on... I want to say it was on Thanksgiving one year that NBC or someone like that broadcasted over regular TV, and she was all excited for that.
You know what I think you should watch in your free time, Gary? That that video that Patrick H. Willems made about Joel Schumacher's Batman. The learning to appreciate Batman, Joel Schumacher's Batman.
See, I don't hate Joel Schumacher's Batman. I thought it was actually pretty good. I think that it's, credited with, in a lot of ways, bringing back the genre to the theaters. I still think Michael Keaton's Batman is one of my favorites. I like him better than Christian Bale. One Batman.
The thing about Schumacher's Batman, though, is they're not bringing it back. They're bringing Burton's Batman back.
Well, was Schumacher's the third one then with Val Kilmer?
Yes.
Okay.
And George Clooney.
I hope they're not bringing Clooney back. But then I also was not a fan of Batfleck. Ben Affleck as Batman. I did not care for him in the role. I think it was kind of overrated. Ooh, got you.
I think he was
up
an
the
alright
banana
Bruce
chute.
Wayne, but not a good Batman.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what Ben Affleck is like in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, in the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
I'm more interested to see if we can ever actually get. Hey, Robert, how you doing? If we can actually ever get the George Lucas cut of Episode 9.
Oh yeah, that I'd be for that.
Because I mean, I give JJ, some credit that he didn't have a whole lot to work with after the crapshoot that was The Last Jedi. But even still, I did not care for Rise of Skywalker at all.
Yeah.
I thought Carrie Fisher honestly deserved better.
Yeah, she did. And also,
You know,
I would have opened up with like maybe a funeral scene for like with her or something like that.
You know what's funny?
I mean, the way that they kind of not forced her in, but like just didn't. I don't think that it really did her justice. Joshua Brown, how you doing?
You know what's funny, Gary?
What's that?
There's 4 movies that have the word rise in it.
As far as just overall films?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Dark Knight Rises, and Rise of Skywalker.
You forgot Rise of the Guardians.
Oh, 5 then.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's more, but yeah, I see what you mean. And if you guys are in the chat and if you want to come and hang out here, I'm gonna throw the link again. Creamed Lad, you're new here. Welcome. End of the movie did not work. Which movie are you talking about, Robert? And Rise of Skywalker. We're gonna take Samus here.
Do you like the Naked Gun movies?
I love the Naked Gun movies. But then I'm also a huge fan of the airplane movies as well. And I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, he's kicking my rear end. Sean, now I see why you wanted me to play this against you.
Every time I hear the Mario theme, I think of, was it Captain Lou Albino singing that?
Yep. The Mario. Swing
Do the Mario.
Your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time. Let's go do the Mario.
Yeah.
I remember watching that as a kid.
And then on Fridays, you would have Zelda. Excuse me, princess.
Yeah.
So Robert was talking about the Last Jedi. Yeah, they were put behind the 8 ball with, like I say, how bad The Last Jedi was. And I mean, I'm generally not a fan of J.J. Abrams anyways. I did not care for any of the new Star Trek movies.
You know, I'm
glad those are dead.
You know, I like Toy Story 3 so much that I didn't bother with Toy Story 4.
No, Toy Story 3 was a perfect ending. And Toy Story 4 was okay, but it didn't need to be made.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Incredibles 2 needed to be made, but it needed to be made 14 years ago.
I did.
Yeah.
I totally agree. King Koopa, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while either, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Links are in the chat if you guys want to come and play and join us here. Oh, Sean, did I get you? I did, but
how do
I didn't kill you.
So how would I join it? Gaming or join the game?
Yeah, you have a copy?
Yep.
So that you go to the online mode.
Yeah.
And the room is, I believe I set the room up as just Rock Solid, ROXOLID, and the password is 8675309.
Okay, so is that under Smash?
It should be under online.
Yeah, I'm in the online part. I'm just not sure.
I'll have to, once we get out of here, I'll let you know for sure. It has been. I haven't played Smash in probably 6 months.
Hey Gary, was that intentional to use that song 8675309?
Yes, I did that. I
Oh, okay.
figured it'd be an easy. Oh damn! An easy password to remember for people to get in.
People have actually called that number, you know.
Oh sure, people have had that number when Tommy Two Tone came out with that. And different Tommy, I know, but if you guys haven't done so, if you haven't heard, there is, I want to say on August the 4th, they are doing a, like a news conference, press conference, something with Tommy Tellerico on the Intellivision. And I think they're giving one away from all the registered people who are a part of the broadcast. So I will keep an eye after the stream tonight. Tomorrow sometime I'll probably go ahead and put a link up on the not comments. What am I thinking of? Oh, dude! It's not nice.
So did you review the Sega Genesis Mini, Gary? I don't remember.
I don't remember if I did a full-blown review. I know that I did the unboxing for it, and then I streamed some gameplay for it. By the time I would have gotten around to the review, so many other people had done reviews that's like, you know, I'll just let their expertise speak for itself. There's not much more I could add. Like I know some people have asked me to review the Evercade, and it's like, check out Metal Jesus' video. I can't do better than he did because he's more passionate about a lot of those titles than I am. So
I never had a Genesis as a kid.
Say that again, John?
I never had a Genesis as a kid.
I had one for about 6 months. I traded a friend of mine a bunch of Transformers for one. And because I wanted to play Sonic 2, I remember that. Oh, backhanded me.
I've been watching the classic Gaming Quarterly about the launch of the Super Nintendo and the N64.
Yeah, he does good stuff. I think his name is Chris.
4, 3, 2, 1, time.
Are we going to sudden death here? Yes! Ah, damn it. Let's see. Are you guys going to play another time? Because I'll definitely join. I don't know, King Koopa. Sean's been asking me to play this for a long time, and he is just a great supporter of the channel and everything. So I've been meaning to get up and play this with him for a while. So let's back out of here, and we will get see what we can do to get you guys in here. So,
for some reason, my my smart TV and my Fire Stick are much slower than my Android. That's why you heard all the echo. The playback's slower. I don't know why.
So let's see how we can get you in here, Tavares. Now, is it Tavares or Tavarius?
Travaris.
Tavares, okay. All right. So, Sean, if you can hear me, I'm going to back out of here real quick. We'll shut down the arena here, and we'll set it up again so everybody can hop back on in. So we'll create an arena, all skill levels. So that's, you will actually go to join an arena then.
Okay.
So next, and name of the arena, again, will be Rock Solid.
You know, I haven't seen the last 3 Christopher Nolan movies. What was it? Interstellar, Dunkirk, and well, nobody's seen Tenet, but that's the third one.
So, and then password is 8675309. King Koopa, I see your question. I'll answer you in just a second. I just want to finish getting this set up. All right. So go ahead and hop on in, guys. So King Koopa asked, why is the TurboGrafx Mini expensive on eBay right now? Did they do a small batch or something? Yeah, it's COVID, quite honestly. It's the fact that from Foxconn and other manufacturers, they are just hurting on production right now. You're going to see issues supply chain-wise for a while. That's why you can't find PS4s anywhere. That's why you can't find Switch or Switch Lites anywhere. And we're probably going to run into similar issues with the PS5 and the Xbox. So if you have a place where you can go ahead and pre-order it, do it. That's definitely something that you're going to want to do. Tavares, let me know when you get in.
There's only 5 digits
number
for
here, Robert.
The arena ID.
The arena ID is 8. H as in Henry, W as in whiskey, 82. All right, good. Glad to see you're back in, Sean. James Henderson wants to know, is this on the Switch or the Wii U? This is on the Switch. Now, I do actually have the Wii U version. I need to fire up my Wii U. That's such a great system.
Wii U is essentially a tethered Switch, right?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, it has some additional features to it. First of all, you're going to get HDMI natively out of it, where you didn't get that on the original Wii. So you're going to get crisper images there. The games were just... I think they hurt themselves terribly by following up the Wii with another Wii as it was, and not differentiating the name enough. People just thought that it was a tablet add-on, which is a shame because it was a great system. I got mine for $60, new.
If it was called Steam, it probably would have sold more, but then the Valve would have been pissed off about that.
Well, I think honestly, if they would have called that the Switch, because it made sense, it has a lot of the same attributes that the Switch does, where you could do the handheld or the on the TV mode. There were so many different benefits and features that had, but I think they also got hung up with gimmicks. Like Star Fox is terrible on the Wii U because you have to use the motion controls and the tablet. You can't use the Pro Controller, which is just, it's terrible. Smash Ultimate is a Switch exclusive.
I actually regret selling my Wii U because I've been trying to find a used one on eBay, and it's very difficult.
Yeah, and they're going for $135 to $150 right now, I want to say. I know I had someone who was looking for some help a couple of weeks ago that he was just looking for some advice on where to get a Wii U and everything. And that's what he ended up... I think he said he paid about $120 for him. Just a Smash... Yep. Pretty much they've done one Smash per platform there, Cream Lad.
Strangely, it's easier to actually get a Samsung Galaxy Tab A right now than it is to get a Switch or a Wii U.
Yeah. Well, they're also going through cycle life changes right now, where they are going through an update. Like the Tab S6 is out now, and the 6 Lite just announced and started shipping recently too. So and they're also, it's Foxconn, same basic manufacturer.
6.
Yeah, James Henderson says, I've tried to force myself to like Star Fox Wii U, but it's not happening. I am right there with you, and it's sad.
You want to know what kind of Blu-ray player I have? I have an LG one.
I have an LG one as well. It's actually not bad.
I have a PS3.
And I have a Samsung.
Okay. Still having issues getting in there?
Yeah. Although I think I might have actually got it to go through this time.
Okay. So how do I feel about the new mini arcade that's coming out, but it's coming out in Japan, pre-ordered, have it imported, I was told, shouldn't worry about it. King Koopa, are you talking about the Sega one? If so, I'm not big on it, quite honestly. Just like the Neo Geo, like it's a neat, like novelty item, but the appeal to me long term, it's just not there. I can play those games on my TV, on handhelds, on other systems, and I don't need the arcade version. And I don't like the mini Game Gear or whatever. It's too damn small to play. Robert Dunn got the Wii U for $40 from a pawn shop. That's awesome.
You want to hear something cool, Gary?
Sure.
I had a Wii recently, and
Okay.
what I did was I tethered my Android phone to it, and I was able to add the streaming, or not the streaming, the homebrew channel to it with just my phone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The homebrew channel is amazing. The Wii is probably the best emulation machine ever produced.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I just restarted my Switch, seeing if that'll work.
All right. Well, you do that. I'm gonna get another battle going here with Sean, and then hop in here when you can. The room code, that'll all stay the same for you.
All right.
Because he's gonna kick my ass again. Watch. So thankful for all you guys, by the way, coming and hanging out tonight. I know I haven't been streaming as much as I've wanted to lately. A lot of it is just because I have not been able to get this working the way that I've wanted to. So I'm glad that it is working. Don't you die, you died, you turd. Oh, nice, Sean. So I ended up, like I say, I got my Wii U new in box. I mean, it was complete. I mean, it wasn't a resale or anything, from Walmart in 2014. And that was the first year that they announced that they were going to do price matching of anyone's Black Friday specials before Black Friday. You just had to bring in proof of the ad. Well, Sears actually had a misprint on a sale for the Wii U for $60 with 3 games. And Walmart honored the price.
I still remember when Rich from Review Tech USA did that. He did that video where he talked about the Wii Mini, and he said, "Why would you get rid of the internet? People need the internet to do homebrew and download games."
That's exactly why they got rid of it. Dude, kicking my ass.
Well, you could actually do. Supposedly, you can homebrew a Wii Mini if you have Bluetooth and you have like a computer that runs Linux.
Yeah. I know I've got
Tech James has
so
actually homebrewed his.
go ahead.
Well, I know Tech James, he homebrewed his Wii Mini. I forget how he
wonder
did
if
it.
you could. Can you just load all the batch files on the SD card and load it from there?
I don't remember how he did it because I didn't need to follow that one. I just watched it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. I see you. I'm gonna change my character real quick. Because yeah, I've been sucking with Samus. See, my thumbnail for this. Oh, Sean, you're gonna sit one out. That's fine. My thumbnail for this video was accurate. I suck at this. He's so bad.
I kind of want to buy the most hated rendition of the Wii Mini, and the most hated Metroid game, Metroid Other M.
See, I kind of want a Wii Mini too. It's more of the novelty than anything else. I also
Well-
want to get. I know he was here earlier. Castlemania Ryan has the HDMI kits for the Wii available. I kind of want to do one of the mods. No worries, Sean.
You think it's possible to do that with the Wii Mini?
I'm not sure. I know that there's only certain revisions you can do it with, and like I have a launch day Wii, it's not compatible with it. And so when my dad passed away last year, we went up north to the lake that we used to go to, and we spread his ashes up there. And one of the things that we always used to do was on Sundays they would have a flea market, and I actually wound up picking up a Wii with like 3 or 4 games, 2 controllers, and everything for $5. And checking it out when I got home, it had all the right stuff to do the mod without any issue. So I'm still kind of want to do that.
I'm sorry to hear about your father, Gary.
Well, I appreciate that. It's been a hard year without him here, and I mean it's weird to think that he's been gone almost a year already.
Do you remember what happened to Zack Snyder? His daughter committed suicide.
No,
And
I
they-
don't follow him that closely.
Oh yeah, Zack Snyder had to bury a child, and my mom and my dad, they had to bury my sister because she died.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, we're
I
kind
know
of.
my uncle had to bury his daughter. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to join in.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right. It's my internet.
Well, and that's I think I mentioned it a little bit before you came in. I'm actually looking forward later on this week. I'm getting fiber installed, so.
Mm. Yeah, I'm on a reserve, so I only have so many options for internet.
Sure. Well, and I'm kind of in the middle of cornfield, so that's kind of where we're at here.
Yeah.
Yes, Castlemania Ryan, you did hear your name. We were talking about the Wii HDMI mods that you got. Nice job, Cream Lad. Yeah, like I say, I suck. James Henderson says, I picked up my Wii U up day one from Walmart, picked up New Super Mario and Zombie U. Great day. I actually have Zombie U, and I don't think I've ever... In fact, that may still be shrink wrapped.
Have you homebrewed your Wii U, Gary?
I did.
Well,
So
so what
King
was the
Koopa
process of that like?
It was pretty much the same thing as doing the Wii. Quite honestly, you can't. At least when I did it, and I honestly haven't looked at it in a couple years to see if there's a way to actually homebrew the Wii U side. But you just boot into Wii U or into Wii mode, and you follow the exact same process pretty much as with the original Wii, and it worked like a champ. The one thing I did probably a year or two ago is I actually picked up a copy of Lego Indiana Jones, because that's like the game that you need to homebrew on the regular. So King Koopa asks if Castlemania Ryan was the one that had the pink controllers from Retrobit for breast cancer awareness. He was one of the retailers for him. Actually, what were you, Ryan, or was that just Limited Run that had that? But yeah, they did that last year at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. They announced that.
This is gonna sound blasphemous of me, but I actually, I think I kind of prefer Chrono Cross over Chrono Trigger. At least the,
I'm not an RPG fan, so it's a horse apiece to me.
yeah. But you'd probably like Mass Effect. Because
That's an Xbox game, isn't it?
yeah, but you have Xbox One and you do Xbox backwards compatibility with it, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've got an original Xbox, a Halo edition, and then the Xbox One, whatever game. It's one of the. It's not Call of Duty, but it's one of those it was a limited edition game or system. That's the only reason I really haven't gotten rid of it, because I'm hoping at some point that actually has some value to it.
I know I have a Crystal Edition Xbox.
Yeah, I know too. If you haven't seen it, who is it? Metal Jesus Rocks just kind of posted a video Friday, I want to say, about all of his different variants that he has. Dude, oh, he knocked my ass clean off the... And somehow I managed to come back from that.
Have you played WarioWare Touched, Gary?
I've never played any of the WarioWare games. I was actually looking earlier today. They had pronouns pal. GameStop was having a buy one Wii U title, get one 50% off. And I was looking at, there was 2 games that was on there that I was looking at, and I think that was one of them. Well, I am glad that this is working out and everything, because this is a lot less issues than what we were having with the original version of this setup. Have I ever thought about making the GameCube region mod to look more region switch? I understand what you're asking. I actually have unregion modded my GameCube simply because I have my Spice Orange one that my amazing wife got me 3 or 4 years ago now for Christmas, and I have my Indigo one, and I don't really have a need to have both of them in one with that switch. I like the fact that my system is now unmodified again. If I were to do one again, I'd want to do a lower profile switch. I know a lot of guys and gals out there use like paddle switches, and they're just huge. I'd rather have just like a low profile slide switch, or a single pole, single throw switch, to be able to do that.
Are you familiar with Nintendo?
Yeah.
He actually did.
Go ahead.
He actually did a video of how to mod an NTSC N64, because the only thing that's keeping it from region lockout is those tabs on the inside of it. So you need like
one of those as well.
You need one of those rotary Dremos or whatever it's called.
No, so I've seen the one that Drew did. I've actually talked to him a couple times. I've never met him in person, but there have been a couple times when, like, he did, I don't remember what he did. It was something N64 related that I want to know if I could use some footage. He was completely cool with it. But, so there is, what I have in mind is I actually, there was a guy that was doing 3D prints of the cartridge slot for the N64 that eliminates those tabs, and you don't have to cut anything. So that's what I have in mind. And I've got a video on that here on the channel too. Oh, dude, kicking my rear end. And what's nice too is the insert that I used for the cartridge bay. I want to say the plans are also on Thingiverse, so if you didn't want to pay someone to produce one for you, they're only like $12-15, I want to say. You can get the plans off of Thingiverse if you have a 3D printer. Oh, he's gonna wipe me out here. I think he took pity on me there. Because I am not kidding when I say how horrible I am at this game.
Did he do?
Go ahead.
Did he do 3D prints of the one for the Super Nintendo too?
He did not. There was another guy that Ryan has had on his storefront. Cosmic Katamari, I think, is the name of the guy. And I bought one of those. It basically what it is it's essentially a dust sleeve for your NES Junior that will allow you to play Famicom games. But you basically have to go back and forth between having the insert in and out to go play your regular games. So I sent him some feedback as far as like how the N64 ones work and how he can make his a little bit better, perhaps. Let's see. Tomas 05, Mamma Mia, non se così male. I don't know what that means, so we are going to check that out. It better be nice. And ladies and gentlemen, NES Addict is in the house. Jay, if you haven't, if you want, let me do this. Grab your mic, grab your headset, and come on in if you want to. I wonder why the pink transparent controllers didn't come with a case like the transparent blue Sega Genesis ones. No idea. No idea.
Nice.
All right, Sean's coming in on this next match, but I got to check something
Lightsabers
here
going
real
when
quick.
there's hot liquid in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to join him on Smash, but the internet won't let me.
Really?
Yeah.
And if you look at the one lightsaber, it says Anakin / Luke.
Oh, nice.
So let's see what...
Oh, whoops.
You're not so bad. Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, Jay, if you want to pop on in for a bit, click on that link, grab your headset and everything, and you don't have to play. You can just come and talk. And watch... Oh, God, I'm stuck between two Donkey Kongs. They're going to kill me. Maybe if I hide.
That's my sister's strategy.
Well, I have always been an old school wrestling fan, and that was one of Bobby Heenan's deals. I'm hearing someone on a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay. Hey, I'm not sucking here. Well, here, okay, now I'm sucking. Don't worry, you guys took care of it.
I'm really hoping that Sony makes Marvel Spider-Man playable on the PS5.
Well, and that's the rumors that the Spider-Man announced, the Miles Morales game, is basically going to be not DLC, but an add-on for the last game, which, if that's what it is, I am completely fine with that because that last game was awesome. Absolutely loved Spider-Man on PS4.
I never played the Batman Arkham games.
I played part of one of them. I want to say back on the PS3. Like it was one of the monthly PS Plus titles that you could get for free.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, does this need to...
Oh no, Sean, you didn't! You killed us both!
I had fun playing Batman Telltale, though. That was fun.
Yeah, and because they also did the Walking Dead game, which I thought was just okay.
I like the Jurassic Park Telltale game. That was pretty fun.
What's strange about
Especially with the Death by Dinos.
with Batman Telltale is that you have to sacrifice something in that game. You either have to sacrifice Batman's reputation, or you have to sacrifice your friendship with Harvey Dent.
Well, it was interesting. I read somewhere recently, too, that when Tommy Lee Jones played Two-Face, the original plan was to actually have that be Lando Calrissian. Why can't I think of his name?
Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams, yeah. And Billy D. Williams did not want to play the villain for some reason. All right, Donkey Kang won. Good job.
Even though he
Vile
played it in the
Mike!
previous one.
Yeah, because he basically was Harvey Dent. Make sure if you guys, Mike, let me do this real quick. I'm surprised that you are not already.
It probably would have made more sense for Billy D. Williams to be in Batman Returns in the Max Schreck role if they wanted to, but they didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do it because that's an incognito. That's why, because I'm stupid. I'm gonna bow out. I will let you guys go ahead. Or do I have to be in? Oh, I have to be in? Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. But I am going to go ahead, Mike, and can I do this from here? No. I am surprised you are not a mod yet here, but then again, I don't. You guys can just beat me up because I'm taking care of something else here real quick. I have to go live chat up because I couldn't do it from the window that I was in. I have to go to it.
Find it.
So, NESX, what have you been up to lately, my friend? You and I have not chatted in a while. I know you've been redoing your game closet. Glad to see that you're finally out of the closet. That's a good thing, as always. Oh, is that it, Mike? That Billy D wanted to play Two-Face in the studio? That okay.
I got used to it.
Supposedly, excuse me.
Here. All right, Mike, go ahead and add a link to your eBay store. And I guess I can do that too. There, that should take care of it. And then NES Addict, you are now also wrenched. So even though Caddy will not want me to be a wrench on your stream, Mike, because I will go ahead and remove every comment that says that the Breath of the Wild isn't terrible. But check out Vile Mike. He's going to throw his link in here for his eBay store. He's got a lot of cool stuff up there. Also a retro video gamer as well. He's got some 3D printed stuff up there too if you're into sci-fi things, including some Starship models and whatnot. Pretty cool stuff. And if I haven't done so in a bit, there is the link to the StreamYards, as LDG Pickles likes to call it, if you want to come on in and be a part of the StreamYards. But I am glad that this is working out as well as it is. The only thing is I am not getting the, and I just noticed that the restream chat isn't working at all. So we're just going to take that off of the screen and refresh it and see if that does anything or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, so we'll just take that off of the stream for now. So it's Donkey Kang versus Donkey Kang, and Donkey Kang win. So I think we're gonna do one more, and we're gonna call it a stream for tonight because I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta actually go to the office. So, yeah.
I look forward to your next video.
What's that?
I look forward to your next video, Gary.
Tomorrow. I've got pretty much everything set for tomorrow and Wednesday. I just have to write the copy for it, and that I've got about a 35-40 minute commute into work. So what I generally do is I just set my voice to text on my phone and I speak the copy, and from there oh damn it, I figured I could land on that platform. I guess I can. So tomorrow's video, what is it on? Oh, customvideogamecases.com. Some pretty cool ways to store and display your games. Oh, damn springs. And then the one for Wednesday is there's an adapter from KMD for the Switch to basically increase the USB outputs from your Switch to 4. And I've got like 5 videos filmed. I just got to finish editing. So filmed one today actually on. I got another one of those portable monitors to test out, and I reviewed that one, or filmed the review of that today. There you go, SD game swap on eBay.
I've always wanted to edit video.
There is a freeware game, or not freeware game, a freeware editing suite called DaVinci Resolve, or Resolve DaVinci, or something like that. Dorkalicious, how you doing? Piano Dean is in here. All right, you guys have to check out Piano Dean. This dude has got talent that I would say is on loan from God, but somebody else already has that trademark. Yeah, he's a guitar player, piano player. He does parodies. He is just awesome. So make sure you guys check out Piano Dean. James Henderson says they just started Breath of the Wild. I'm sorry. Let's see what else. Next stop, Evo Fighting Tournament. No. I should join the next Jeopardy Jep nerdy game. I tried today with Resolute Germ, Bird of Prey 5, and Nightbreeze. You guys never invited me. Never invited me. I see how it is. But where was I? I was somewhere on that. Where was I? I just completely lost my track of thought. I don't know. It sucks getting old. But we'll hang out for a couple more minutes here. If anyone's got any other final questions, we will definitely hang out and answer those for you. Thanks to Sean for pushing me to do some Super Smash Brothers. I suck at that game, but I'm glad that we were able to do it. And thanks for Cream Lad to come on in and check it out. And Tavares, I kind of wish that you would have been in there, but that's it happens sometimes. Now, Piano Dean,
Yeah.
I do want to say that while it was a plug, it was not a Kurogan plug, and you know where those go. Vile Mike says it was on my CNA stream this morning. I did not get a notification for that. You know what I'm going to do here? Because I can do it from the Switch. Check this out. We're going to share some Piano Dean from you. And dude, I swear if you copyright strike me, which really doesn't matter because, oh, no worries, Sean. Yeah, I know it kind of gets boring beating me over and over and over again in Smash, doesn't it? VSDC is a good editor if you have limited performing PC. Resolute, we were just talking about you. VSDC, I'm assuming that is the DaVinci? Oh, is it not going to allow me to do that? It's not going to allow, because I'm broadcasting the stream. Damn it. We'll still try it. Keyboard. How quaint. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. So YouTube won't let me do it on there because we're streaming right now. Let's see. Piano Dean was wondering what program is better, full version of DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro. I use, it was Sony Vegas forever and a day. It's now just Vegas Movie Studio. I upgrade every other year, and it tends to work well for me. So that's what I do. And it's like $50 to $80 a year if I want to do each annual upgrade.
Which movie do you want to see more, Gary? Tenet or No Time to Die?
Is No Time to Die the 007 movie?
Yeah, Tenet's a Christopher Nolan movie.
No interest in the 007 one. That's the one Rambling is doing videos with Rex. Yeah, I know a lot of people, like even Bird of Prey 5 and Anti-Tracker use Da Vinci. I had fun with you too, Sean. Like I said, I'm sorry it took so long. Tenet, I haven't seen a whole lot on, so I'll be honest with you, there is not a whole lot coming out movie-wise that I'm excited for. I want to see Bill and Ted's. That'll be one of them for sure. Why did I just lose my output from the Switch? That was weird. I'll bet you that Bird of Prey 5 just ruined my Switch, didn't he? Yeah, I got nothing coming out of there. Weird. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just nothing really coming out right now. I'm really not really looking forward to. Although I was actually looking forward to Wonder Woman 84.
It'd be nice to see the next Marvel movie soon, but
yeah, what was the next one was supposed to be Black Widow, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then Eternals.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think they're going to struggle for a little bit. I think all movie theaters are going to struggle for a little bit. So it just with what's going on.
My local theater's closed.
Yeah, ours is going through bankruptcy, so that's why I support our local drive-in. Whatever you do, according to Vile Mike, do not use NCR Video Editor. The only reason I use it is because it is the only one shitty enough to run on my PC. Try out the you can get. I forget if it's a 14 or a 30-day trial of it's Magix, Magix, and I'll put it in the chat here. Movie Studio. It will run on lower power PC. And Vile is thanking for the purchase. It's a small program than DaVinci, not so many bells and whistles. Okay. I really want to know why I lost my Switch feed. That's weird. I hope everything is fine on my Elgato.
You know, Gary, I never heard you talk about the Game Boy Micro, if you like it or not. It has a headphone jack, and it's one thing it has up against the SP.
It's definitely an interesting device. I think it's overpriced for what it does right now because they're stupid expensive and there's no reason for it.
Well, I actually found what was it? One on eBay, but it was a Japanese one, and I think the Japanese one would work, wouldn't it? Because it's region free, right?
Yeah, it is.
I am pretty sure they are region free, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
They are. I have the Famicom version of that. Got it for $20 at Value Village.
Okay.
Yeah. And I found out the version that I bought is like $300, I think, used. If I wanted to sell it.
Yeah. A lot of those are like stupid expensive right now. It's not funny how much some of those are going for. That's why when I was the first year I went out to Portland, I actually got a Famicom GBA SP, and I want to say I paid maybe $80 for it. So I was definitely surprised that worked as well, or not worked as well, but I was able to get it for the price that I was, and it's worked well for me to this point.
Do you what the heck was I gonna say? Do you like the modified original Game Boys? You know, the big ones that were like a brick.
Yeah, I've looked at doing like some of the screen mods and whatnot for them. I haven't done them. And Daniel Lopez, hi back. Let's see. James Henderson says, thanks for the great stream. I appreciate it. I want a new Star Trek movie with 7 of 9. Oh, no, not 7 of 9. She's terrible. I would like to see a Captain Harry Kim, though. I
want an Indiana Jones reboot.
What? Say that again?
I want an Indiana Jones reboot. I don't want Old Man Indy.
No, don't reboot it. Just do something new. It's okay to do new. New is fine.
Well, they rebooted Batman, so a bunch of times. So
That's a little different though. It's kind of like 007 where the actor changes on the regular. So I have less of an issue with that. Howdy LWM, Life with Matthews here. I didn't see him pop in.
if they wanted to, they could have had Andrew Garfield be Spider-Man in the MCU, but they didn't want to do that.
Well, I think there
I
was
thought Andrew
plans to
Garfield
do
was
it.
terrible though.
Yeah.
I
like
don't
it
really.
Spider-Man because like you actually got to see that Peter was actually smart.
I don't really like Tom Holland that much because he just looks so goddamn young. He looks like a
He looks like he's 4. Here, hang on one second, guys.
12
Talk amongst
or something. And Zendaya's freaking weird. I don't like her.
Yeah.
At least
I
the
don't
way
disagree with that.
at least the way she comes across in the movie. She comes across in the movie as like this Debbie Downer all the time. At least in the one I saw, Homecoming. I didn't
Yeah.
watch Far From Home.
Yeah, I kind of wish she could have been. I wish she was a little bit better.
So, Coke or Pepsi? Which one do you like better?
Regular Coke, cherry Pepsi. So, alrighty, gang. Well, John and Tavares, I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. Thank you all for all the support. I know that I've been saying that a lot lately in all the videos, but seriously, you are all amazing. I greatly appreciate it. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys and gals out there. So seriously, thank you for all that you do. Not just for me, not for just my family, for each other. We have got an amazing community here, and it's because of all you. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not going to pull what another YouTube celebrity, shall we say, says, where he says, we love everybody except for this person. No, I love you guys all, and I love you gals all. And you
I'd
all
like it
are
if
just...
you.
Go ahead, John.
Sorry, I just wanted to say I'd like it if you were somehow able to do this more often. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I agree. And part of it has been I haven't been able to get. I want this. I want the back and forth. I want the chatter because it's more fun when we have more people in the stream. So if I can get this working more reliably, this is. I don't know why my Switch is not showing video through. I'm seeing it on my TV now, but it's not coming through my Elgato. I'm gonna disconnect it and reconnect it and see. Yeah, Piano Dean. I've got my Switch Friends code is in the more info section. Check it out. And throw that in there and we'll get that taken care of. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, I don't want it to be just about me playing games. That's boring to me. I want to have this back and forth with the audience and let you all talk about things that interest you because I'm boring. No, not really, but you understand what I'm trying to say here is it's one of those where I want us all to be a part of this. So, and I realize I just lost my camera too, but hopefully you still hear me because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the video with the Switch. Why it's
I
not
see
broadcasting. So, yeah, my camera powered off for a second, powered on, and froze. I'm like I say, I'm messing around on the back end trying to get it to pop up. So, elbow cough. Nope, right in my hands. Sorry, I don't want to say I'm an anti-masker, but it's one of those where, yeah, it's a contentious subject that we're not going to get into here. But seriously, thank you all for everything that you do. Without a single one of you, we would not be this close to 10,000 subscribers, which is it's very humbling. And it's fun. And I want you all to be a part of it. When we do the day, night, whatever, when we are at like 5 to 10 to 10,000, we're gonna live stream till we hit it. We did that with 5,000. We had some awesome people. I know that he was in here earlier. I hope that he's still here. My brother from another mother, the amazingly awesome Castlemania Ryan, spread the word when we were about to hit 5,000. We had Ian from the CU podcast was here. I think John Riggs popped in for a little bit. Who else do we have in here? Adam Korlick stopped in. Just some really good people that I've been lucky enough to be able to call friends now for the last 3 years, in addition to all of you folks out there too. So as
And
we
when
get
you
closer
reach
to
your
10,000,
goal, and when you reach your goal, you'll get one of those plaques.
nope,
from
not until
YouTube.
100,000. You don't
Not
get a
until
plaque until
100?
100,000. No.
Oh,
The main
okay.
thing that I'm looking forward to once I hit 10,000 is if I have issues. Well, I don't have issues. I've got a full subscription, but that goes without saying. But if I have troubles with the channel, it's a little bit more legitimate for YouTube to actually help someone if need be. Plus, I can do other odds and ends things like be able to bring the listings for the Teespring store underneath videos, so that if I come out with something new, we can be able to promote that and share that around. Let's see. Vile Mike says there are worse actors for superheroes. Worse than me? Yes, I agree. Robert Dunn, I enjoy watching your channel because it's not gimmicky. It is, but it's an honest sort of gimmick. So the way that I want my videos to always be is like this. Like, you guys are here hanging out with me in this room, and I've got something cool, and we're going to screw around with it together. And the way that I have always looked at this channel, it is my responsibility to be the voice of the audience and look at things critically and try to anticipate your questions. Sometimes I miss a few things. Sometimes I have to follow up videos because of it. Sometimes I have to edit videos because of it. But the main thing is I always want you guys to... when I first started doing, and we're going real deep here. So I started doing YouTube back in 2007. And it was when I was working for my former employer, talking about RC stuff. I still remember being that 13, 14, 15-year-old kid that was mowing lawns, 5 or 6 days a week, busting my hump to get money just so I could get a new motor or battery pack or a set of tires. And I would be really pissed off if I bought into marketing fluff and something did not measure up to my expectations. So because of that, I kind of developed the should you buy philosophy. And I've carried it on to what we have here. One of the things that I actually have in an upcoming video, I don't think you should buy. And I kind of spell that out. It definitely needs to go back to the drawing board. And some of the things, quite honestly, because I am so pressed for time, having a 16-month-old, having a full-time job, being a married spouse, and she's my priority. I don't always have time to produce everything I want to. So a lot of times, if it's something that's not worth you checking out, I just don't do the video on it. Daniel says, you are my best friend. I hope that's not the case. And first of all, I'm just going to say, I appreciate the sentiment. But there's got to be someone closer to you. I hope that was meant for someone else, not me. Bio Mike just wants to hit 1,000 so he can monetize. Only 800 and a change to go. I agree with that. I am very thankful that I got monetized and everything before those rules came into place. Hey, Jerem, can I use your avatar image for a tweet about your victory today? Sure, no problem. Thanks and thanks. But
Hey,
yeah,
Gary, did you ever?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Did you
You're
ever look at that Hyperkin? What was it? A Hyperkin keyboard. It was like a '90s style keyboard.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and it was designed for. It looked like it was patterned after the Switch because I think it was blue and red, one on each side. I looked at it and I didn't buy one. Because I think they were expensive, like 50, 60, 70 bucks. They weren't cheap. And for something like that, nah. I've got the Sega Genesis Mini Tower Power I had to waste 60, 70 bucks on instead. It wasn't that much. But it's, yeah. Well, Daniel, see, I don't deserve that, but Daniel, I appreciate the the kind words, seriously. And like I say, this is the first time I've seen you either in comments on one of the videos or here on a stream. I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
I look forward to your next stream.
Yeah, like I say, this is the one weird thing for me is I can't hear what's coming through my Elgato, which I'm okay with because I'm getting it off the TV, and hopefully I wasn't getting an echo for you guys coming off the TV and the mic picking it up. I'm glad that I'm able to hear you, John, and you, Tavares, and everything. That's working out just fine. I'm seeing, and you guys let me know what you're seeing on your end. I'm seeing some lag and delay on my video, but on the gameplay, it looked fine. And in that case, I'm okay if I'm dropping a couple frames on mine, because for me, it's about the gameplay, not as much about me. So, let's see. Via Mike still doesn't trust Hyperkin to make a good product. I know you have said they have improved in quality, though. They have. But they still have some of their old traits, Mike. The or what was it? The Retron 2 HD, the Retron 3 HD. They still basically it's the same NES on a chip as the Retron 1 HD, and it has just I don't recommend that system because the audio is so off on it and the color palette is pretty barftastic. But as far as like the Mega Retron HD, that is probably the best budget clone Genesis out there right now. It's your best solution without having to go to like a Polymega or Analog SG. I think that's what they called that one. Let's see. Daniel Lopez says he has a real Sega Genesis. Then you need to get yourself some HD Retrovision cables from Castlemania Games, and it'll make it look amazing. It is stunning how good that thing looks. Or the other thing you can do is Insurrection Industries has SCART cables, and then there is a RetroTink SCART adapter too. So there you go. Life with Matthew on your left. Go ahead.
I find it funny that Vile Mike doesn't even trust Hyperkin to make a keyboard.
Well, and John, you've been around long enough. You kind of know how people are logically, illogically, however you want to put it. They still hold Hyperkin to task over what they perceive is a wrong to the community for the source code on the Retron 5. They've come out and they've fallen on that sword before. They took responsibility for it, and they said they had a vendor that was working on the system that they trusted, and that trust was misplaced. I take them at their word, and that's part of the reason too why pretty much everything they've had to this point, minus. So if you look at the Game Boy adapter that plays the Smart Boy, that's what I was thinking of. That is using an off-the-shelf emulator, and I mean it's one of those where as an emulation handheld, it's completely different than the Retron 5 was. It's still dumping the ROM, but you need the hardware to play the ROM. Anyways, but they have gone away from that software emulation. Hang on one second, John, and done that hardware emulation instead because to try to avoid situations like that. Go ahead.
I get that, but I almost give Hyperkin a pass because there's another company called At Games. They made Sega Genesis minis that are really bad.
I have two of them.
Much worse in comparison.
Yes, but in At Games gets reamed as well, so don't think that they're completely without criticism. What people, for the most part, really took Hyperkin to a point rightly to task for was the way that they handled the situation and the fact that the source code was considered to be open source and they used it for a commercial product, and that's what many people have issues with. So Life with Matthew asked, just inherited a lot of Sega Saturn CD games. Can the Genesis CD play those? No, that's why you have the Sega Saturn and the Sega CD. It's like saying, can you play an Xbox game on a PlayStation? Just because they're disc doesn't mean that they work.
Still haven't heard from Hyperkin about their Retron Junior.
I haven't either. And I think a lot of companies that may have announced stuff at CES this year, you're going to see significant delays again because of COVID. Because here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that we had Chinese New Year, and almost immediately as Chinese New Year was starting, COVID-19 really started too. So for months, you were not getting workers back into those plants. That's why I mentioned Foxconn and some of those other companies earlier. You're going to find delays, and they are going to have to prioritize their vendor or who they're OEMing equipment for. If you have Hyperkin with the Retron Junior, which I think it's going to be a neat little device. I actually really am looking forward to it. And that is actually a software emulation. It's an Android operating system, if I remember right, on there. But when you have Hyperkin, who, let's say, and I'm just throwing rough imaginary numbers out there. Let's say their minimum order quantity is 25,000. Okay. You have Microsoft, who their MOQ on the Xbox Series X is going to be 2.5 million. Same thing with Sony and the PlayStation 5. So which one are you going to focus on? Yeah, quality or quantity over less quantity. Let's see. Well, Mike, don't trust him to make a keyboard. I would bet it is made with cardboard. No, that would be Nintendo and the Labo. And there actually is it a keyboard or is it a cash register? But it's one of the two. Zemchuk, I'm not even going to try it because I will screw it up. But just wanted to say hi and see how you all are. We're doing great. Mike says, hang on. Every Hyperkin product he has purchased outside of the NES Portable has been made shoddy. Let's see. And
what
Danny
about the
wants to
Hyperkin
know,
mouse or SNES mouse?
You know what? I have one and I've yet to try it. Because shortly after I got it, I actually was able to find a SNES mouse. Actually, no, it's SNES, not SNES. It's SNES. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Daniel asked, do I recommend the Hyperkin Superboy? The Superboy is decent, but if you are looking to play Super NES primarily in the home, there are better options out there for less money. If you want to take Super NES with you on the go, that's a way to do it and play cartridge games. Quite honestly, in this market right now, I would probably say get a Switch or a Switch Lite and get the NES and Super NES online and be done with it.
Or you can go to Gamers Tech and get one of those, I guess.
Theirs though is for the NES, not the Super NES.
Well, they got a 2-in-1. They got a 2-in-1.
The Super HD 2 for at home. Yeah, I'm talking portable though.
Oh, okay.
I wish they had the Super Star Wars games.
Say that again?
I wish they had the Super Star Wars games on the Switch.
I agree. The thing that I found actually interesting, so I signed up for PlayStation Now for a year, like a month ago, and it was on like super duper sale. Super Return of the Jedi or just Super Star? One of them is on there. So they are floating around out there. And then you've got the repros now from Limited Run Games. Mike says, to be fair, you can play a PS1 game on a PS2 or GB game on a Game Boy Advance game, Gary. Sometimes they do have backwards compatibility. Why are you cutting Life with Matthew a break on your left? No. Marshmallows here. How you doing? Castlemania Games wants to know what I am talking about. I'm talking about how they need to go to castlemaniagames.com, use promo code ROCKSOLID10, save 10% off most items on the website. Okay.
I have a quick question for you, Gary.
Go for it.
Hold on, I gotta remember it. What the heck was I gonna say?
And while you're thinking about that, I want to welcome Life with Matthew, I think, in here. I see an LWM, but I don't hear anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew. Well, and again, John, while you're thinking about that, we'll get through some more chat here where Jorge says, hello, long time since I've been able to be here. I appreciate you coming by. Again, I'm not even going to try this. If you can type it out phonetically in the chat, I'll try. What do I think of Nintendo's attempt on VR, the cardboard thing? I know John Riggs liked his. I never got any of them, so I don't know. And Vile Mike, yes, I agree with this sentiment 100%. SNES, not SNES. God damn it. Say that again?
Oh, crap. Am I coming in real bad here?
No, now you're coming. We couldn't hear you at all.
Yeah, I'm in my car, so it doesn't like the Bluetooth sometimes.
I had that same issue when I was on, was it Birds? Yeah, Bird of Prey 5 on Thursday with his open mic had some similar issues. So, let's see. Jorge here just put a Castlevania game sticker I received with the Retro Fighters DC controller on his car. That is a good man. And Ryan, from your fans, from your friend, get some T-shirts. I want a Castlevania Games T-shirt. Make it happen. If I got to design it myself and put it on my Teespring store, damn it, I will. Let's see. Vile Mike, if you have any money left after buying some cool stuff at Castlevania Games, buy something lame from SD Game Swap. Yes, go ahead. Put your link out there again, Mike. Google also has the cardboard VR thing. Dude, that's like 8 or 10 years old now, and I actually have... So the original Google Pixel, you could get the VR thing for free too. So, all right, John, did you remember now?
I was going to ask you about a device. I forget which one it was.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was, a handheld device. What the heck was it? Never mind. I'll remember it next time.
Okay. So what is On Your Left up to tonight?
I am driving back from the Texas-Louisiana border.
Woo, doggy, tell you what, dango, shoot.
Oh,
Jorge's coming in too. Wow. So much for getting off the stream 45 minutes ago.
I'll remember for next time.
Okay, no worries. Jorge, I'd say if you can throw some headphones in, we're getting a little bit of a feedback and echo coming through.
Driving back from the Texas-Louisiana border.
Woo, doggy, tell you what, dango, shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to mute you for a second, Jorge, if you can grab some headphones, because we just heard all that come through again. So just go ahead and throw some headphones in. That'd be good. Yes, Matthew?
Yeah, that's it. Just woke up at 5 this morning with a bunch of problems going on at a job site and had to make an emergency drive out here to pick up a PC and hopefully save it.
Okay. So did you say good morning as you were on your bike ride past people, on your left? Were you once again America's ass?
I have been a bum and not been doing that recently. I look at that alarm clock and I'm like, maybe tomorrow.
See, and that's why people tell me that, I should consider getting in shape. And then I remind them again, round is a shape.
It is. It's a perfect
So,
shape.
Jorge, what are you up to tonight, my friend? Good to see you.
Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you all. First time talking to you guys. What's up?
Yeah, we appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I've been a fan of your channel since a long time, so I'm really happy to be able to talk to you.
A lot of you guys have been. It's weird to think how long that this channel's been going and how long some of you guys have been around, and then we've even got people like Life with Matthew, who is about 6-8 months now that has been on, and other people.
can't
This
hear
is their
you.
first time I've seen him here tonight.
Yeah.
And you've been putting out a lot of fun goodie videos recently.
Yeah, even showing people how to solder, unlike some other people that we're not going to talk about, are we, Matthew?
Hey, I showed everyone a great way not to solder. Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys have not done so yet, make sure that you subscribe to I Hate TOS. Wow, dude, seriously? What are you doing here, Matt? I thought I was the only one that supposedly got the I Hate TOS moniker and whatnot going.
Hey, I'm driving. I can't fix that. You bum.
I know. So what Matthew does, and I'm going to be nice here.
Oh gosh.
Make sure. No, I'm actually was. Oh, why didn't it update? I'm sorry. Hang on. I actually tried to update it here, and there it is. It just took a second. Check him out. One of the cool things he does, and you really kind of started it with COVID, is every Wednesday night about 8:00 Central, he basically has a virtual pub. And Piano Dean, who was in here earlier, and I don't know, Dean, if you're still here or not, generally comes in, and Anti-Trekker's on there, Bird of Prey 5, cast of dozens or dozen, maybe 5 or 6. Will come in, and basically each they have their adult beverage and whatnot, and they just shoot the breeze for, sometimes it's for 2 or 3 hours, sometimes it's till like 6 in the morning, and then someone else has a post stream. So definitely make sure that you check them out. It's a good distraction from normal life, and I think that's one of the things that we need more of right now, especially after the Brewers lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs.
Just needed a break.
What was that, Matthew?
I said that's why I started doing it. We just needed a break from all this nonsense. And then it turned out to be a real fun thing to listen to AT and LDG yell at each other for a couple hours. And
yeah, that's not fun. I don't enjoy that. No. So, and then he also does game footage as well on his stuff. He's been going through and restoring and doing some, I want to call it a soft mod, because it's not like, doing an RGB mod or anything like that, but like replacing components, cleaning things up on some older Genesis systems, Genesises. Genesis is Planet Forbidden. And going through and doing some of that stuff. He just recently picked up a SCART retro tank. And have you had a chance to play around with that yet?
no, I haven't been able to do anything. I've been so busy with work. Everything's just sitting on my workbench, begging to be used.
Okay. Let's see. Marshmallow wants to know how many, and I apologize, I'm not getting all the chat come through here, and I'm using the StreamYard chat and everything. Let's see. Vile Mike says, I am deflecting into Life with Matthew. I don't know what you mean by that. Daniel Lopez says his computer's going to die. Oh, that sucks. Sounds like you're on a laptop, man. Plug it in. Piano Dean, I created my YouTube account back in 2007 as well. I remember having an AdSense account. Would I happen to be grandfathered into monetization? I don't know. You might be, but here's the thing: is a drink. Damn it!
And I have to start paying a royalty for that.
Yeah, I know. So here is the thing: is another YouTuber we know called the Anti-Trekker. When he tries to make a point is, here's the thing, and then we all drink. So to initially get monetized, it's the main thing that I don't know, Dean, that if you would be covered by or not, is the 4,000 hours of watch time. You need to have that in there. So I don't know if you would have that. That would be my concern. Here's the thing. Just go into your AdSense and see what they have to say, and it should let you know right there. Marshmallow wants to know, how many subs away from 10K am I? I haven't looked in a couple hours. Last I looked, it was 77, and now we're 67. So we're at 99.33. So we are liking to repeat ourselves right now. Let's see. Daniel Lopez wants a Game Gear. I have one. I never play it. I know Stone Age Gamer, who recently provided us with that level hike cable, which is freaking awesome. I know that they have a power base converter that you can also play Game Gear games on that I want to get my hands on for the Genesis. Piano Dean says LDG and Anti-Tracker have gotten into some verbal brawls on Life with Matthews Virtual Pub. Yes. I don't know anyone who hasn't gotten into a verbal sparring match with the LDG Pixels. See, I had to think there because there's also the Pixel Game Squad, and they're two different Pixels.
It's over things that you would not think would be an argument topic, too. Just out of nowhere. Okay, now here's an argument. Thank you.
And it was one of those recently, too. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago where I had posed a question at you because I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep. And I didn't want to wake anybody up. And so I had posed a question into the chat, and he went off on some freaking tirade. It was about in the pale moonlight, wasn't it, from Deep Space Nine?
Yeah. Just talking about how relevant it was for the day.
And there was some question I asked about it, like just nonchalant, and he completely went off the rails. And it's like, dude, just shut up. Seriously.
It was about the ends justify the means is kind of the theme of the episode.
Yeah. Let's see if I might by calling him a TOS hater. Hey, dude, I watched 3 episodes of TOS today, and I actually enjoyed pretty much all 3 of them.
Which ones did you watch?
I watched, so I had started watching the Enterprise incidents 3 or 4 nights ago, and I started watching at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I fell asleep. I didn't get through it. But I went back and I rewatched the whole thing. I thought it was great. I would say thus far, my favorite episode that I have seen of TOS. I watched Let That Be Your Last Battlefield, which it was okay. I can understand why some people love it as much as they do. The one thing I have found with TOS, here's the thing, Drink, is there is just a lot more exposition throughout the entire series. And kind of looking at the way that it's shot, it makes sense because they didn't have the technology or the funding to do the special effects, so they had to use exposition to get there. So I kind of get that. The one thing I forget if it was in the Enterprise incident or in Let That Be Your Last Battlefield, it reminded me of Wayne's World with the extreme close-ups because they kept zooming in and out on the red alerts. LED or not at that time it wasn't an LED on the wall, but the red alert indicator on the walls. It's like, just stop.
They definitely were learning. They were so learning on some of those episodes.
Yes.
Like at the first TOS episode you ever watched was the Man Trap. I think it was the Man Trap, which is the first aired one, I want to say, where McCoy is the creature he needs salt. I can see why you'd be like, this is a dumb series. I'm not doing this.
See, here's the ironic thing. I actually enjoyed The Cage.
The true pilot, okay.
Yes, I did not mind The Cage. And I know that's like most Trek fans are like, that's absolute garbage, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind it. It's no worse than Encounter at Farpoint, quite honestly.
I think that may be my least favorite premiere of a Star Trek series.
Encounter at Farpoint?
Yeah. It is. It hurts me to watch that one.
It's because you had the men walking around in dresses, wasn't it?
Well, I'm Scottish. No, it was
It was a red shirt.
Yeah, down in engineering.
Yep.
Like that. To be fair, which I think is here's the thing. To be fair, it was.
No, your thing is the golly gee.
That's just what Anti says. No, it was everyone was so didn't know who their character was yet, and so everything was like Tasha being like, "You should be on your knees begging for the forgiveness of the Federation." It's like, okay, dial it back now. This isn't a soap opera. I hope.
Well, I mean, as much as Deanna was crying throughout the entire first season, it kind of was.
Yeah.
And Thomas Poops is back. Welcome back, Thomas Poops.
Hey, Thomas.
So he says, "Oh no, it's Matthew. Oh
I
no, not again."
Oh dear.
I would say I didn't mean to derail your stream into a Star Trek talk when you've been doing video games, but you're the one who renamed my deal there, so not sorry at all.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
But if you are wanting tech support too, we can go down the rabbit hole to be able to get you. Hello, thank you for calling for tech support. We can help you with your computer. Can you be seeing the Windows key? It is a lower part of keyboard. Has 4 little squares on it. Is Windows key.
I tell you,
I had a scam
That's
baiter
pretty
call
good.
me a week or
Sucks.
two ago, and so the first. Here's the thing. There are as you will all probably know, most of these people are located in India or Pakistan, and there is I don't want to say it is a vile insult. Not saying vile, Mike, but it is pretty harsh. Where if you call someone a banchode, that is the equivalent of calling someone an MFer.
Oh.
So, Thomas Potts threw in $1.99 and says, "Let Matthew pick a number for a super chat reward." Let me finish my story and I'll let you pick that number. So, benchode is like calling someone an MFer. So they were asking, it was, if you've never seen, I would highly recommend checking out a YouTuber by the name of Papa Monkey. He does all his scam baiting and he animates and everything. It's really, really fun. And he has voice changers where like he does Diana Prince as one of his characters and he does an old man for another. It's good stuff. But so there is a scam where, we are having found you in Texas that we are having to suspend your social security number because we are having rental car in Texas that was loaded with 14 kilos of cocaine and was registered in a sex offense. And we found many murders associated with this car. And it's always like a Toyota Corolla. And I'm not even it is literally a Toyota Corolla. So I get this guy, and he asked, have you ever been to Texas, my friend? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not your friend, but, and I completely knew what it was. So I fed into it. I'm like, yeah, I was there like just 2 or 3 weeks ago, like around Fort Worth area. I had gotten this rental car, it was this Toyota Camry, great car. Have you ever, and like just fed into it. And then I could tell that I threw him off his game because like he kept going back to his script and everything. And I kept beating him to the punch as far as the next thing he was going to say. I said it before he could. And
you should record those.
I tried. And he called me on my cell phone. And I didn't have, it's been a while since I've done a scam bait phone call. So I had actually uninstalled the app and it didn't record properly. I was pissed because it's awesome.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
So going through it and whatnot. And okay, so we are going ahead. We have to be contacting our supervisor now. Please hold the line. And the guy before he transferred, can I have your name, please? Yes, my name is. And it's funny you're on the stream, Jorge, because I said Jorge, and let me spell the last name for you: Banchode. And I do, B as in boy, A as in apple, N as in, I went through that whole rigmarole. Didn't catch on. So he forwards me to his supervisor. Oh, hello, sir. Can I be having your first and last name, please? I said, yes, my name is Jorge, Jorge. Okay, thank you very much, Jorge. And your last name, please. Oh, yes, last name is B as in boy, A as in, and I went through. Oh, you mother monkey, you son of... Why don't you go burn in hell? So I'm one of those.
amazing.
If I get someone who calls me who is a clear scammer, and when they talk to you like this, you pretty much know it's going to be scam. Not saying, just saying. And like because here's the way here's the thing. The way I look at it, the longer that they're spending time with me and they're not getting money from me, the less time they have to actually scam someone who might fall for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
All
right.
when I'm from Chile and we don't get Indians because Indians don't speak Spanish, so we
Sure.
get calls from Colombia. So it's the same thing. If you get like a really nice call from a Colombian person, it's a scam. So
Yeah.
everyone press record right away. But it's the same script. It's incredible. Like every part in the world, same script.
So, Matthew, you need to pick a number between 1 and 11 because Thomas Potts made a donation and says, for some reason, you get to pick.
Well, it's because I'm a nice guy. Let's go with number 5.
Number 5. Is it because you guys just watched Short Circuit with Bird of Prey 5? Is that why?
No, I missed it. I never.
Glad I thought that I had to change this around. So number 5. Okay.
It's a fake. It's real. It's a fake. It's real.
It's another just great episode. All right, there we go. So Thomas says, strange, recently my iPad and iPad tries to make my donation set as $4.99 instead of $1.99. That's because your iPad is telling you not to be a cheapskate. That's all I'm going to say. And also because I fail. You basically have an I fail. Vile Mike says, sorry, I was checking on something. Mr. Miles edited my next TOS review, and it is effing awesome. I'm going to schedule it to go live Monday. Sweet, dude. So there is, again, for all my video game nerds out there, and I say nerds with the highest regard because one of us. Demetrius Barnwell, how you doing? So Mr. Miles is an extremely talented video editor that makes certain YouTubers look a hell of a lot better than they have any right looking. Anti-trucker. And he hasn't been doing a whole lot of editing lately, so I'm glad to see that he's back at it. And make sure, again, you guys check out Vile Mike. He is going to have he and his daughter, Vile Mike, and then there's the Vile Child, and they kind of go through, and he looks at it with member berries, and she looks at it for the first time, and they kind of have a consensus as far as who liked what and why, and a good discussion about old Star Trek episodes. So definitely check it out. Sorry, Wednesday when I have the day off. Slacker, Vile Mike. And Thomas says, at least I'm not like Matthew who donates to himself.
I know, I'm really narcissistic like that. And I'm a cheapskate. I sign on to people's Patreons, and what do? Give them $1? That's just the worst.
No, that's actually... I have different tiers. Dude, that's awesome. And I don't think that you were watching the channel back when this happened. So, and we were talking about it, and John dropped off earlier. I don't know if you're still hanging out in the chat, John, or not. But when my dad passed away, it'll be a year ago and almost a month now here. And my middle brother lives up in Portland and has been going through some health issues. And the day my father passed away, we found out he's got colon cancer for a second time. So having to go through treatment and everything, he wasn't working. The Patreons to this channel, because I had never cashed out any donations or Patreons or donations or anything like that. The Patreon members to this channel paid for my brother's airplane ticket so he could be here for my dad's celebration of life. So it's one of those things, and I'm glad that I've just got the avatar up right now because reasons. when I say how thankful I am to this community and everything that you people have done for me and my family, you can't put a price on something like that. I didn't have the money to fly him out.
I'm poking fun at myself because I'm only on the $1 tier of Gary's Patreon.
Yes, but you fell for the Catholic guilt, which is a good thing. But no, I mean, and that's why when I tell you folks out there, like, you know, if you want to help out, you can. And I know people, well, you're just e-bagging. No, the only reason why I even have that stuff set up is people at one point had asked me how can they donate. So I set it up because people wanted to help out. And that's what it is. And when I say everything gets put back into the channel, everything gets put back in the channel. So, except for that, which, you know, was one of those things that, like I say, it still blows me away to think of the fact that because I decided to get in front of a camera and talk about modern and retro video games, my brother was able to be there for my dad's celebration of life. And complete strangers doing that for me and my family. So, wow, that got real deep. Someone talk about dick and fart jokes, okay?
Lower decks. All right, we can talk this.
Okay. I have a question. Have you heard of the GC loader for the GameCube?
I have. So go ahead, ask your question because
here's the thing. I've been trying to get one of those for like maybe 8 or 10 months, and it's always out of stock. And they have this Twitter, and there's like a bunch of people saying, "Hey, this thing's amazing. I'm really happy with it," and I just can't get it. So do you happen to know where to get it? What?
I don't.
SD Media Launcher, I believe, from Code Junkies.
I know, and I can check here because Adam Korlick did a video on one about a month ago. And again, just talking about real quick segue here, how great this community is. His mom just passed away 2 or 3 weeks ago, and like people sent in donations for like flowers and stuff for the funeral, which is just, again, the generosity is just stunning. But so anyways, Adam had posted a video about the GC loader and Swiss, and then he also a guy by the name of Dan Coons on Twitter. His user ID is Citrus3000, I think it is. Basically came up with an insert that would go into where you would normally have the laser lens and everything, and so you could put your SD card right in there to be able to play everything right there. I'm actually, so a project that I want to do, and I'm kind of looking for, if you guys happen to find one on the cheap, hit me up and let me know about it. I'm looking for a GameCube that's in decent shape, but perhaps the disk drive doesn't work. But here's the big thing is I don't want it to have the digital output on it because there's now a mod where you can add that to your system. And it's one of them, again, Castlemania Ryan, CastlemaniaGames.com. Use promo code ROCKSOLID10 to save 10% off of most items on the website. So I want to kind of do a whole GameCube project like that. So that way I can do the digital output mod and the GC loader and everything. And one of the things I want to go ahead.
So GC loader is not just a soft mod for the GameCube.
No, basically what it does is you essentially, and it's really easy to do.
Yeah, it's plug and play.
Just you just take out the whole disk drive, and the GC loader plugs right into the port and everything on the motherboard. There's no soldering or anything like that, or for Lord Voltar, Life with Matthew, soldering, because they insist on pronouncing the L, even though no good-blooded person would do that.
But it's like the GDMU for the Dreamcast.
Very, very much so. Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it might be the same development team.
Really? Wow.
If not, I think that they were inspired, or well, I guess inspired would be the right word.
Is that like the SD drive replacement for the PlayStation that I saw?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
I shot a video on that coming up here soon.
See, and
One.
I know a lot of people want me to do videos on that stuff, and I've got a hard time just. I so much prefer the physical over running an emulator. And if I do something like that, one of the things I'm going to do is very similar to the PlayStation Mini, where I'm going to show you how to take your physical discs and back them up. Just because, I mean, we all know the elephant in the room is talking about piracy and where you get the ROMs or the ISOs. And
Yeah.
with something like this, it allows you to have a system that you can take with you on the go. You can use a Carby if you want to be able to get HDMI output, and take it to a convention or take it with you on vacation or to relatives or something like that, and be able to go and not have to take 57 discs with you to have a good time. That's one of the reasons why I did, and I forget who was bringing it up earlier, if it was you, Tavares, or if it was John, who was talking about running the homebrew channel on the Wii. And at the time, I did it because my oldest daughter, who's almost 18 now, was 5.5, 6 years old. And I didn't want her touching the discs, but she liked playing. Like EA had this playground game that she loved playing, and she loved Wii bowling, and all that. And it's like, I wanted her to appreciate the gameplay, but I didn't want her to damage the discs. So in that way, I was able to allow her to still, if I wasn't home, grab the Wii remote, go ahead and play the game, and I didn't have to worry about any damage to the physical discs.
Yeah, but even if you have your discs like in perfect condition, there's this disc rot. Have you heard of it?
I have. I don't know how much I believe in it, but yes, I have heard of it.
It has happened to me with the PlayStation 1 games, where the games worked before and they were stored in their cases for like maybe 10 years, 15 years, and they stop working, and you look at them and they start to lose their black or purple color. That thing is real. So
I lost my
I
copy of
know
Luigi's
that
Mansion.
John Hancock has brought up, like, you could actually, on some of them, you can see through the label and whatnot if you hold it up to a light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I had a bunch of burnable CDs that disc rotted on me. It was really annoying because I got a nice new MP3 Discman, and I was burning disc after disc trying to get a good copy so that way I could listen to the Discman, and it was really frustrated.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
But
I just wonder what the, like, if it has to be a high humidity or what basically causes that.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, because here we have very low humidity and it's pretty dry. It's not warm. It should be okay, but still, things go bad after a while.
See, but hopefully I impress you with this reference here, Jorge. But if you were near Interlagos, it would probably be a lot more humid.
Oh wow, you've been there?
I
How do you
have
know that?
not been. I'm a fan of Ayrton Senna.
You're a fan of what?
Ayrton Senna.
Oh, really? That's great, man.
So yeah, I actually. So when I was in high school, about the only class I enjoyed science classes, but we actually had a media studies class.
Okay.
So that's how I learned how to do like editing and camera work and all that. And one of the projects I had was I remember I was watching the race from Imola when Senna died. And we broadcast on local cable TV and whatnot. And I actually had a segment kind of doing it, in memory of, Ayrton Senna. So there you go.
Wow, that's cool. That's really cool.
I had a similar course in my high school. Yeah, it was like visual media, media tech or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so the first thing that I ever did any editing on, if you've ever heard of a video toaster, that was the first machine I ever edited on.
Video toaster.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up.
So it ran basically what it had. It had? I want to say ours had 2 dials on it where you could shuttle and jog to fast forward and rewind. And what you would do is you would sync up the footage that you would want, and then you would actually record it to another VHS tape.
Okay, that's.
It was painful. It was so painful, but we did some cool stuff.
That's great.
That was the one that
I
let you
remember-
like set up a presentation and do overlays over the existing video, right?
No. Well, actually, yeah, you could do stuff like Holy crap! I forgot all about those. Yes, you could do because there was. I remember one where it was like a cheerleader where she would do a cartwheel as one of the transitions from one scene to the next. It was all like really super trippy and psychedelic. Let's see. So Nick asked, "No way! I didn't know you liked F1. Senna was a legend. Who is my favorite driver now?" I would say anyone who beats a Mercedes is pretty much my favorite driver right now. I don't like Lewis Hamilton at all. And part of that is just his arrogance over the years. I'm more a fan of the sport right now than any particular driver. I was a huge Jacques Villeneuve fan. I followed him from Indy Lights up through IndyCar, and then over when he ran Williams, and then BAR Honda, and everything like that. I actually have. So, you guys probably seen recently the some of the RC stuff I've posted, and then the RC driver magazines that I have in here. So one of my favorite paint schemes that I ever ran was in a series called the Tamiya Championship Series, where it's every vehicle in there is made by a company called Tamiya. They make beautiful plastic models too. But there was one class that we were running that everybody was on a typical basis. They either ran a Honda Acura NSX for a body, or they ran a Ferrari Modena, however you pronounce it. So one year they banned both those bodies just to get some different looks out in the field. So I went with a C5 Corvette, and it had a Lucky Strike BAR Honda paint scheme on a Corvette, and it was beautiful. It's still one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. Let's see. Turatado says, "How the flip do I improve in this game?" The same way you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice. So,
I have been recently addicted to those YouTube channels that break down the world record speed runs for these games. People are insane. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things I'm sure you guys have all seen King of Kong, the Steve Wiebe, and crap, why can't I think of his other name? The other dude that was in King of Kong.
The cheater guy?
Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell,
yeah.
Yeah.
Where they break through, and the one thing that I just stuck with me from the first time that I saw King of Kong to I just watched it for the first time with my wife. She had never seen it, probably 3-4 months ago. But how Steve Wiebe had taken like a not a charcoal pen, but like a white pen, and put a piece of plexiglass over his Donkey Kong screen. And when the springs were bouncing, he was tracking their path so that he could kind of learn the patterns and see when to go and when not to go on the, I think it's on the second level with the elevators and everything. But to see the work that those guys put into studying, it's amazing.
Wow. Do you know that the World Guinness record, I think they reestablished some of his records recently.
Yeah, I did hear that, which if they're
Kinda
disqualified,
weird, right?
they're disqualified for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guinness Book of World Records doesn't need to be the one establishing rules. They just need to report what other people have already established.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say the one bummer too is having met him a number of times and talked to him. Why can't I think of his name from Twin Galaxies? Walter Day is genuinely one of the kindest, most giving of his time, just genuinely good, salt of the earth people. I met him for the first time, I want to say the first year I went to Portland. And we were just, the show was winding down. We were just shooting the breeze and whatnot. And he was, asking, "Oh, so where are you from?" and everything. Told him where I'm from. And, "Oh, Champaign, I've been there. I've been to the University of Illinois." And, "What do you do there?" And I was still working for Horizon Hobby at the time. So, "Oh, yeah, it's, the email content specialist and everything." And, "Well, do you guys know much about drones?" We probably spent 45 minutes talking about drones. And I saw him next at the Midwest Gaming Classic last year, and we were both walking opposite directions. He saw me first, called me out by name, and asked how I was doing. And it just, he's one of the, I don't want to say grandfathers of the hobby, but he's seen it, he's done it, he's
one of them for sure.
Yeah. And I know, go ahead.
They put in a lot of work to fix their reputation here.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the one unfortunate thing that in completely different in different ways. But so King of Kong in a lot of ways reminds me of Making a Murderer. And I say that, not that anyone died in King of Kong or anything like that, but neither one is truly a documentary. They're point of view journalism.
Yeah.
And the King of Kong was produced to make you feel sympathy and empathize with Steve Wiebe, which I did.
Yeah.
Making a Murderer is supposed to make you feel empathy for what's his nuts, Stephen Avery, and Dassey, his nephew. And again, here's the thing, drink. So there is a rebuttal podcast by a gentleman by the name of Dan O'Donnell, and it's called Rebutting a Murderer. And he covered the trial for one of the local news stations. I actually know Dan through radio. And like he goes through and points out like this is why they only showed this, and this is evidence that kind of shows that he did do it, and so on and so forth, and like stuff that they left out. And it really kind of opened a lot of people's eyes, quite honestly. So that's when you see a documentary style, 9 times out of 10 it's point of view journalism. So Nick says, "Oh my gosh, me and my brother are both into F1 and RC. We actually bought all of our stuff from Horizon. I used to work there. We both hate Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes too. We want someone else to win for a change. Yeah, the problem is Vettel has gotten to be too much of a whiner, and Alonso is like the super whiner. I know he's coming back next year. Max Verstappen is extremely talented. Again, he bitches and moans and whines way too much. And that's why I say I'm more of a fan of the sport right now than any particular driver, because they just need to shut up and drive. So I love the technical aspects that go into it. Myself, I was a good road course racer for RC stuff. I almost won a national championship back in 2001. Missed it by 32 seconds. Not that I'm, focusing on that or know exactly what corner it happened in and when, and Chenhua Shen cutting the track and everything. Not that I'm holding on to a grudge there or anything.
I watched those YouTube videos you did of where you did the MC for your RC race stuff.
Drivers ready, quarter marshals ready. We're going racing on the sound of the tone.
Where do they stand where they can see the track?
So where I was standing is basically a shipping container, and I was at the far right side of the shipping container, so they were all standing to my left.
Okay, up on top of it. Okay.
Correct. And then we've got, so that we don't get sunburned all day long, there's a canopy over the top and everything. So I'll be doing another race there September or August 21st, I want to say. And then there's another race middle of September, and then maybe the first week of October if we get to do the RC Fest at Eli Field. So I may have 3 more events that I'm announcing for later on this year.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, my wife, every once in a while, I have a race on, and like when things get to the end, I start announcing the race, and she just, they have an announce crew. You don't need to help them out. I'm like, yeah, but they suck. I'm good. Like watching NASCAR races, I hate the Mike Joy and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is so terrible. Yep. So Nick, that's awesome. Didn't know you raced RCs. Yeah, I've been in the hobby, Nick, since 1991 or 2. And then in 2002 or 3, I went to work for RC Car Action magazine as a contributing author. And then in 2003 or 4, whenever the first issue came out, I was one of the original, 8 or 10 that helped launch RC Driver magazine, and wrote for them for quite a while before joining Horizon in 2005 and left Horizon last year. Now I work for a company that makes mops and brooms. So, holy crap, we're coming up on 11:30. Man. Matthew, this is all your fault.
Well, I was going to say, this has really been a blessing to me because it'll be about 1 when I pull into home. So this has been a much more enjoyable drive than what I would have had otherwise.
Yeah, but you clearly have low standards.
Well, I mean, yeah, I listen to you all day, but still.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, join the Patreon, head on over to the Subscribe Star, become a channel member, CastlemaniaGames.com/rocksolid10 for 10% off. So.
Hey Gary, I wanted to show you something I got recently, and it's really
Sure.
amazing. It blew me away. I would really recommend it. There's the things called pixel frames right here.
Yes, dude.
Oh, those are like so
They
awesome.
are
So
amazing.
I don't have that one. John Riggs got sent that one. So I've got a really good working relationship with the company that does pixel frames, that does CAMD, TTX, that does Retrobit. The parent company is called Enix.
Okay.
And I've had a chance to hang out with them the last 2 years at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which is one of the reasons I'm bummed that Portland is canceled this year because I won't get to see them. But I have I'm looking at it right now, the Sonic the Hedgehog one that they sent me, and then I've also got the what is it? What was the other one? Oh, Mega Man X.
Yeah.
So here, actually, let me do this real quick.
I hope they make more. They're really, really beautiful.
Where are you going to hang these up?
They've
Where
got
am
a
I gonna
good
hang it?
working relationship with Capcom. So.
Oh, this one is going up there. Right there? Yeah, it's gonna go up there. This one.
I'm assuming you're pointing at a wall, so I can't look at the phone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the road.
No, go fast, take lots of chances. So there's the Sonic one.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and the artwork and everything is it's so cool. I do hope that they do more. I didn't know that they did actually I had forgotten that they did the Street Fighter one. I saw it. They had them on display in Portland last year. I knew that they did one Castlevania one. I forgot that they did the second one. I mean, they just they're outstanding.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see them do more of them. I would like to see them do ones in different color frames too. Like a white would be nice. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's that. And the one thing too is the fact that they have. So this is a 9x9. They have a 6x6 too. So yeah, they're outstanding.
They're really great.
Let's see here. So Vile Mike says Horizon cool. I used to work for Sony 989 and Rockstar San Diego. Well, I worked for a different company and they contracted me out to Sony 989 and Rockstar San Diego. Yeah, so we had a pretty. Oh, we lost Tavares. Well, hop on in if you can hop on in, man. I thought I saw you say somewhere that your battery was dying or something. We worked with Rockstar Energy Drink pretty close with some of the short course trucks that they had, specifically out on the West Coast. So that was a cool deal. Nick asked, why did I have to leave Horizon if I don't mind him asking? Oh, there he is. We'll get you back into the stream, Tavares.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to leave. I chose to leave. Part of it was they had gone through some realignments of the company, and I was no longer doing rich content anymore, and I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. And I just had an opportunity to get back into doing social media management, and do so for a company that was a little bit more family orientated. And it was just time for a change for me, quite honestly. So I had a really good opportunity present itself shortly after Christmas of 18. Yeah. And so I decided after 14 years it was time to go do something else. And the thing that I've noticed since leaving, and this is something I knew when I went there because I talked to some people that I was friends with that were racers and went to be working in the hobby. When your hobby becomes your job, it's no longer your hobby. I wasn't enjoying going racing anymore. I wasn't enjoying just going out and driving or flying stuff. It became part of my job. So I'm glad that I have my hobby back now. So that is why. Oh, Rockstar San Diego, the game developer. Okay, well, you didn't clarify, Mike. And TOS is still okay, so it's marginally better than what it was. But Breath of the Wild is terrible. But it was one of those where that's the delicate balance I'm trying to make sure that I maintain here on the channel is I don't want it to become a job. I don't want to be. Yes, I'm setting goals and I want to make sure that I hit those, but that's part of the fun for me. The keeping score in some ways. That's how fast can I get to the next milestone. If it takes me 6 months or 6 years, as long as I have that goal and I eventually hit it. And a lot of it, I need to get back in the habit. I need to do more live streaming. If I'm playing a game, there's no reason why I shouldn't have the camera on and have you guys hang out, So that's going to be kind of my goal moving forward is to try to do that a little bit more. Okay, a lot more. All right, more. So we'll try to do that.
I agree with that. I used to work for Asus, the computers, and I loved gaming. Since I was a child, and in Chile we have just this one instance that we have an E3 here in Chile. It's called FestiGame, just once a year. That's the only gaming convention that we have. And while I was in Asus, we had to cover it, and we had to hire people to tend to our booth. And that whole week that I always enjoyed many years, when I was working in Asus, I hated it. I don't know. It's just I don't work with Asus anymore, and I'm back, to enjoying that thing. So yeah, I wouldn't work again doing things that I love because they tend to. I don't know. I think it's not for me.
I agree, and I think too that's where. So the first year I went out to Portland, I was originally going to go by myself, and I kept talking to the guys from the Pixel Game Squad. I'm like, guys, I have the rental car, it's paid for. I have the hotel room, it's paid for. I'll just come and let's hang out and let's just have fun. And it was an amazing time. It was only the second convention I had been to at that point. And they helped keep me because when I was doing the RC stuff, I was also doing event coverage when I would go to conventions there. So I was, if I wasn't recording footage and interviewing people, I was emceeing a demo or a try me area. So I was on kill from the moment the venue opened to 2 hours after the venue shut down because I had to help with teardown and everything. So my wife went with me to the Missouri Game Convention, the first one that I went to. So she kind of kept me mellow and chilled out there. And having Gabo and Aaron with me out in Portland did the same thing because they convinced me too. It was a great idea, and I thank them so much for this idea. Sunday, we left the cameras in the car, and we just enjoyed the show. And any footage or whatnot that we had, we took with our phones, and a lot of times it was just like someone walking up, hey, you're such and such, can I get my picture with you? Absolutely. So and obviously they've got better and bigger name recognition than I do, so they were having a lot more people, but it's still an amazing feeling to go to an event like that and have people who actually want a picture. So I mean, that's one of the things too. Having been able to talk to as many people now in this industry, coming from outside and now developing, what we have here, I understand, but I don't share like the nerves when people see, not picking on anyone, just picking random names. So they see Metal Jesus. Oh my God, he's got 750,000 subs or whatever Jason's at now, and they get nervous about it. And it's like, he's just a guy. I'm just a guy. You're just a guy.
Yeah.
We're nerds. We love playing video games. And, don't ever. I had someone message me after the first year I went to Portland. They're like, I saw you there. You were helping Castlemania Ryan out with the booth, and I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, don't ever do that again. You need to come up and bother me. If you want to say hi, if you want to talk, that's what I'm there for. And that's what these people are there for too, this is our Mardi Gras. This is our World Series. This is our chance to go out and get out of our man caves or wherever we're at and celebrate what we love about this hobby. And if it's just, hey, I just like with the pixel frame thing that I had so many similar conversations with people at conventions over the last few years about that exact same thing where, they'll come up and, can I get a picture with you? Absolutely. I hope I don't break your camera, but absolutely. And then from there, they generally, okay, thanks, I got to go. I'm like, well, did you get anything cool at the show? And, like you're interested in what I have to say, but you're like, yeah, I want to know what you get cool. So, that's one of the things is never let nerves get in the way of talking to someone at a show or at a convention or a swap meet or anything like that. So, and that's like, I'm humbled at the fact that I look at what I did for Horizon on their YouTube channel. And there's some videos that have over 1 million views with my face in it. And it's just like, holy shit. And then starting this channel up from ground zero, nobody in this industry knew who I was. And I had to grow that. And, the only thing different from me to the guy next to me, to the guy next to them or the gal or whatever is I have a face for radio and don't know how to shut up about things and keep blathering on, which is why I said I was going to end the stream an hour and a half ago. And here it is almost midnight.
Yep.
So let's see. Nick says, understood. Good luck with the channel. I appreciate that and everything. I'll always support it. Been around since you started. I appreciate that. Vile Mike says he's going to head out, folksies. Don't subscribe to TOS and don't subscribe to the TOS and Breath of the Wild hater. But if you do, ring the bell so you can leave lots of comments on his videos telling him how wrong he is. I don't disagree with any of that. And here's the thing is, and I think part of the drank, son of a bitch, drink again, is I completely embrace the fact that this channel is not for everybody, nor would I want it to be. And I'm okay with that. And it's hey, DJ, how you doing, man? We're just signing off, but if you want to hang out for a couple minutes, you're more than welcome. Check DJ Odyssey out too. I don't know that there is a stream that DJ has done that hasn't made me laugh. And we need more of that. And I am extremely thankful that DJ is not just here tonight, but just in general, because he's an awesome dude and a great member of the online community. So make sure you check out DJ Odyssey. Ignore Thomas Potts.
DJ Odyssey.
Follow Thomas Potts too. But it's one of those things where there are, again, like I was saying, there are some viewers that we're just never going to get, and I'm okay with that. It goes back to my history, I think, in retail, where there are just some customers you don't want. There's some people that are just going to push negativity and want to stir up drama and everything. And you know what? We're not about that. Never going to be about that. And if that hurts the growth of this channel, I'm okay, because we're going to stay on point and stay on message. Damn radio messing me over my YouTube name. What? My luck, damn radio messing me over my YouTube time. Oh, YouTube time. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on right now, and it's almost midnight. And I live in the state of Illinois, which means that we're being punished every day for simply existing.
Yep.
Thomas, you do things. You do a lot of things, and you are an awesome member also of this community, and I appreciate everything that you do. You make me smile. You make me laugh. You make my day better. And for the record, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't huff. I don't do anything like that. I am a little tired right now. I will admit that. But yeah.
What time is it there?
It is 20 minutes to midnight.
Okay.
So not too. I'm a bit of a night owl, anyways. But it's been a long weekend. We had, and those of you who follow me on Twitter may have seen something I sent out. I think it was yesterday. So we had a friend of my wife's that she went to high school. Actually, went from grade school all the way through high school. Had passed away, and the visitation was Friday night. And on the way back, it just kind of hit me that, he was like 6-8 months younger than I am. I think this was the first time I've been to a funeral of someone who's either my age or a little bit younger. But just kind of thinking about my folks and the fact that they're both gone. And I had thrown the tweet out that, it hit me that I cannot make new memories with my parents. And it just kind of hit me. So if I leave you on that kind of deep thought tonight, tomorrow is never guaranteed. Never hesitate to say thank you, to show appreciation, to let those who matter to you know that they matter, and it costs absolutely $0 to be a decent person. Yeah. I know it's not as prophetic as Life with Matthew, who always ends his stream with a very nice prayer and everything. I will end on this. And first of all, thank you, Tavares. Thank you, Life with Matthew. Thank you, Jorge, for coming by. I hope, Tavares, by the way, you appreciate the fact the audio is better in the videos lately.
I am. Because I don't know. Sometimes I hear a little bit, but I rarely ever hear it anymore now.
I picked up a couple filters and a choke coil, and I'm having issues unless Thomas is asking DJ for Jackbox. I'm having some issues getting my Elgato streaming right now to the computer, which is why I have just the avatar going right now. So Matthew always has a nice prayer that I will actually default to you in a moment if you want to send us out in style. But I will share one from my grandfather on my mom's side. We, to this day, have no idea what it means. But it's just something that every family gathering, we always kind of said this as a blessing. And it's Yunga Mahaya, Daliba Alis, Salam Salam. Pretty soon, here comes one. So we have no idea what it is. We think it might be a combination of Yiddish and some German. But it was something that, we would always say, it would always bring a smile to our family's face. And again, it kind of talks to, making new memories that matter. So, Matthew, would you be so kind? I'm going to ask you to to send us out of here in style with your send-off message?
I'd love to. As always, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Amen.
Guys, gals, thank you all so much. We will do this again soon. We will stream the night that we are going to hit 10,000. I don't care how late at night it's going to be. We're going to be live when that happens. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything that you do for this community. Thank you for everything you do for myself and my family. And until the next time, I'm going to drop you guys out. See you, Tavares.
Thank you, Gary.
See you, Matthew. See you, Jorge. And until next time, peace out. I am checked out, gone.